The Federation of Tug of War Association Uganda is rooting for the recognition and development of tug of war, commonly known as the game of pulling ropes, as a major sport in the region. This follows a series of failed attempts to popularize the game that traces its origin since the Olympics of 1900 in Paris, in France. In a bid to make the game famous in the region, the Federation, in collaboration with the Girl Guides Association Uganda, on Saturday 17th of April 2026 trained several key players, among whom included the teachers, learners and education heads in Arua City, on the basics and principles of the game. During the one-day training at Arua Prison's Primary in Arua City, facilitated by Kintu Edmond, the president of the Federation of Tug of War Association Uganda, called upon the masses to embrace the game because of the several advantages attached to the game.
Tug of war sport is a sport that is very beneficial. This year we are running on a theme called Fighting Non-Communicable Diseases by Playing Sports, and one of the sports is tug of war, where most of the people don't get time to do physical exercises, and tug of war is one of the sports you can use to exercise your body so that you keep fit and healthy, to reduce diseases you get from being inactive like diabetes, hypertension, and many others. The other example you have, like any other sport, tug of war is a sport that gives you exposure because we have international engagements, like we have the African Championships which happen every year. And then also we have what we call the international outdoor tournaments that happen around Europe, Asia. And then also we have the Turan Cup, second edition, which will be 1st May in Turkey. This has been happening in Europe, and as Uganda we're invited, but since we are still growing structures, sometimes it becomes very hard. So when after developing structures and people have got the skill, they can take part in those competitions. Then also we have what we call the international games, the world games. These happen every after 3 to 4 years around the world. So those are some of the benefits, and also as a sport you can use it as a recreation sport, whereby also you can earn income from people playing it.
Albert Sandiro, the head teacher of Binza Primary School, who also doubles as the chairperson of Tug of War Association Westnilers region, appreciated the federation for the training and now is hopeful of extending that game in the rest of the entire region.
We had thought tug of war was just a mere pulling of rope, but today, according to our training, we have come to know it has its techniques, skills, rules and regulations that we have learned a lot. And therefore, we are not going to stop it only in Arua City. Being the chairperson, I would wish to extend the training to all the districts in West Nile region and to bring in the community, because the association is not only for schools or Girl Guide or Scout. It also involves the church group, it involves the community. Any association is ready to join in.
Whereas other stakeholders have expressed their gratitude upon impressing the game in Western region and promised to disseminate the good news to the various stakeholders and learning institutions across Western region.
It has rules, it has regulations, it has skills to follow, and to my own opinion, we have to roll it out to the rest of the schools, to the rest of the districts in West Nile, because we want it to be West Nile Tug of War Association, not only to be remaining in Kampala. And I think such can be rolled out in such trainings, or it can also be communicated to members through the media, so that the members can come for such training. As I've come for the training, I'll go back to Chelsea with the sports officer, at least to mobilize more members, such that we also call for the same training in Arua district. It is just a matter of mobilization or sensitizing the schools about the tug of war, then it will pick up. But if there's no mobilization, nothing will be done.
It's a very interesting game whereby I would love to have it enrolled in the primary schools within and even the secondary schools. So the knowledge I've got is enough to make me help or train the schools around.
Tug of war is a team-based sport of strength where two teams of 8 pull a center mark 4 meters, aiming to pull the opposing team across a designated line. Orac Benson Pastore, compiling the story.